This tutorial video is about a powerful tool within HydroSketch called connector. Let's discuss two definitions before we proceed. The first definition is, what is a connector? Connectors are made up of line segments that are automatically drawn between two locations on the canvas. These connectors are smart in that they can move, extend, and contract as the objects that they're connected to are moved on the canvas. And I can show you that just by taking this symbol and moving it around. And this red and blue line segments are connectors. The second definition is, what is a port? Ports are the little gray circles. If I take my mouse and I move over onto a symbol, you'll see those little gray circles appear. Those are called ports. And they serve as endpoints of the connectors. Here are a few rules related to connectors and ports. The first one is, most of the component symbols that you see on the screen, that's these symbols here, boilers, pumps, as you can see, as I move the mouse onto them, they show their ports. The second rule is, ports can be seen by moving the mouse, as I just shown you, onto the symbols. The third rule is, ports can be made visible by using the pull-down menu. As you can see here, this pull-down view menu, I pull it down and it says I can hit or click on show all ports, and all the ports are now shown. And you can see I've got a couple of standalone ones, which I'll talk about in a second. Ports can be placed alone, as I have here. These are single ports. These ports here are part of the symbol, component symbol. The most important rule is that connectors only can be drawn between two ports. As you can see, this one's already been drawn, and I'll draw some in a second. These connectors are drawn between two ports. Next, I'm going to draw some connectors. I go over to the toolbox and pick the connector tool. Notice it comes up with an attribute menu, very similar to that of Polyline. I go out into the screen, I click on a port, and I drag that port over to another port, and you notice the hidden line, blue line, will show. I release my left button on my mouse, and the port appears. Pick another one to draw another one. Again, I pick that, hold it down, let it go on that port, and the connector is automatically drawn. I'm going to finish this off with a blue one, so I'll come back. I'm still in the connector command. I'll hit the color. I'll make this one blue, hit OK, and now I'll go and again drag and drop, and I've got three connectors made in a matter of a few seconds. Now I'd like to talk about editing connectors. What you can do is you can click on a connector. You can first get out of the connector command, and now let's say I want to change this particular connector here to a different color. I just pick on it. The color attribute shows in the menu. Let's make it green. I hit OK, and now that connector is now green. I'll click this connector, and let's say I want to make a different line width. I'll change it to a thinner, 2 pixels, and click anywhere on the screen, and now that's changed to a different width. Connectors can also be edited by picking the connector and then right-clicking, and you see a little pop-up menu comes up, and it says add segments, delete segments, or delete the connector. I'll take and add a segment to this, and now you notice that there's another line segment associated with this connector. You can keep adding them if you like, or you can also delete. Again, you right click, you get on the, you right click, and you say, okay, I want to delete a segment. So now it goes back to what it was before. Here I'm going to discuss editing ports. There's a few things that you can change on ports that are important. One of them is if you let's say we take a connector from this T over to here. Notice it comes out the top of this port and into the bottom of that port. You can change the direction in which the connectors come into the ports. What you do is you right click on the port, and let's say we want it to go to the right, and it comes out and to the right versus coming out the top of it. You can also move a port around, these single ports. What you do is you draw a window, and what I mean by draw a window or drag a window is you take and you pick one spot on the screen and you hold your mouse down and you drag it out so that the port is within the window, and then you let go and now it's highlighted, and now you can take and move your mouse into that square and drag with your mouse to a different location and then pick anywhere else, and now that port is at that other location. As you can see, connectors and ports are great tools for making schematic drawings with HydroSketch. For more tutorials and related hydronics videos, subscribe to Hydronic Pro's YouTube channel by clicking the subscribe button on the lower right-hand corner of the screen. Thanks.